Today's verse was especially convicting for me. It hit really close to home. So hopefully I can share this without getting too tearful. So verse 16 is today's verse. And verse 16 just simply says, "She considereth a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard." So obviously, I'm not going out and buying fields. I don't have any vineyards. But as I looked at the scripture today, and I, again, trying to apply it to my life, and cross-referencing with the various Bible editions, different resources that I use, it hit me that this is one of the verses that refers to her financial status. So she considereth a field. In my day, that may be, an item for my home. It may be purchasing a home. But the Proverbs 30 woman considers it carefully. Had a brief interruption there. Okay, so back to what I was saying is this verse is referring to the Proverbs 31's financial status. Buying a field in today's date may equate to buying something for your home. It may be equate to buying clothing, whatever it is. It's spending money and making sure that it's a profitable purchase. Maybe not so much in means of returns, cash returns, but is this going to bless my family's finances? Is this going to bless them in some other way? Or is this going to be a burden? Is this something that I'm going to get rid of in a couple of weeks? Now, I myself, personally, I've made a lot of bad financial decisions over the last 25 years. I'm really bad about, I will get on board. We're big Dave Ramsey fans around here. We'll get on board, we'll do his plan for a while, and then I fall off. So this has been ongoing for years. And it's just something that recently I have had to take even more seriously, make a lot of changes in our lives, because as you guys, if you know me personally, you know that I'm now staying at home after a collective approximately 20 years of working. I'm now staying at home, and so that does change the financial dynamics of our family. So it like I said, it hit really close to home to me because I know I've got to become more diligent in making sure that every purchase is profitable for my family. And like I said, I'm not looking necessarily at cash return. I'm looking at, is it something we truly need or is it a want? Is there a cheaper way to go about this, or am I impulse buying? Those sort of questions. Knowing that I've caused financial hardships in the past is very painful for me, and I'm really surprised I'm saying this online because it is so personal, and yet at the same time, I'm learning, I'm changing by God's grace. It is something that I pray about every single day. Wisdom and financial wisdom especially. So, anyhow, the financial decisions that I make as a wife and as a mom, they are going to either profit us or they're going to be a loss to us. And it's up to me to do the best that I can. With the Lord's help, it's up to me and God to make those decisions profitable, to actually better our family and to take us further in our walk with Him. So, today I just prayed a little differently. After I read this and studied it out a little bit, I just prayed a little differently that God would really help me in this area. We all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses, and this is definitely a weakness of mine. Like I said, I've been making a lot of changes, especially over the last several months. I'm not the same person I was, and I'm so thankful for redeeming grace. I'm thankful for second chances. I'm thankful for a husband who loves me in spite of my weaknesses and my problems. And and he's willing to go the extra mile with me. So it's something that we're working very hard on to overcome, because it's so easy to get caught up in that comparison thief. Somebody else has something nice and I want to have something nice too, and comparing our lives to others, and we think we need more than we do. I don't want to be caught in that comparison trap. One of my favorite verses is, and I'm going to misquote it, about contentment. Whatsoever state I am in, to be content. That has become extremely close to my heart because, for example, I love my fall decor. I love it. There's something about the fall colors that are just so homey and beautiful. And the fall aisle is such a trap for me because I'm so drawn to the colors. I'm so drawn to the styles of the fall. And it's very easy for me to pick up things that I don't need. They're wants. And so this year I have made it a very deliberate point to stay away from the fall decor. Yes, I looked from a distance, I longed slightly, but all in all, I was able to overcome that temptation. I was able to stay away. Now Christmas is coming, and once again, I love the Christmas decor. My husband and I have always been the type of people, we go all out in our yards, inside the house, out. We just go all out. We have done this for years. We've almost always done it by using credit cards, by also getting everything 50+% off. Anyhow, this year it's going to look a little different. We've moved, we've went through and sold and trashed and given away so many things. And it was a real learning experience to me to see all these things that I knew that we bought, used for a while, and then got rid of them, trashed them, whatever. And it was painful. It was a very painful experience. And so once again, I'm going to find myself facing that Christmas decor going, oh, I want. So yes, they're wants, but they're not needs. And they don't bring a profit to my family by purchasing those items. Yeah, we might enjoy the looks of them, but are they really necessary? So these are the kinds of things that I know I have to ask myself to make sure that all of my financial purchases are of a true value to my husband and to my boys as well. So again, these are just my ramblings, my thoughts, my convictions on it. If anything, I just want to encourage you guys to just take a look and ask yourself the same questions. Even if you are in a position where your finances don't really matter, maybe you have the excess to spend, I'm very happy for you. And I believe I'll be there someday myself. But on the other hand, I believe the way that I'll get there is by carefully considering each field so that I can plant that vineyard and know that it was with God's blessings and God's help and God's strength that we got to that point.